Every episode of Frieren just proves to me that you don't need action in an anime for it to be fire. Fire. Episode 3 of Frieren Season 2. This episode is hilarious. There's a lot of funny parts. There's a lot of like wholesome parts too. They're on this journey. They're looking for this hot spring. Get to this town that used to be like a really town booming because of its hot springs. A lot of adventurers would go there. Get to the village, but there's only like one cabin there. And then the person that was living there was like, yeah, everyone left 30 years ago because the hot springs dried up. There's still that hot springs in the mountain. Deep in the mountain. Frieren was like, all right, now we're just gonna go to the next town. And Stark's like, no, we should really go there. Heard something from someone. I really want to check it out. Even though Frieren was like kind of against it, like, no, it's really not worth it at all. Stark's like, please, I really want to go. And then since seeing that Stark really wanted to go, Frieren was like, all right, let's go. Make this track to the hot springs. Went through a lot of like walking, everything. Luckily that Frieren already went that journey with Hemel. She knows exactly where the hot springs at. Then they meet this lizard thing. Stark thought it was a dragon, but it was just a 3-headed lizard. Funny thing, like Frieren was like, hey, I have an idea, Stark, just run. He runs, but he's just the bait, so they could like, so Frieren and Frieren can basically kill off the monster. With this monster, you need to kill off all 3 of his heads simultaneously so his axe can die. Because if you don't do it at the same time, it's going to regenerate. She's fought this exact same monster with the Hemel party. After defeating the monster, get to the hot springs, and when they get to the hot springs, they notice that it's just a foot like deep, like it's very shallow water. You can only put your feet in it. And Stark's like, well, we could all enjoy it instead, because like if it was regular hot springs, it would also be girls and guys could enjoy it together. The reason why Stark wanted to get to the hot springs because his master said even though the track was like pointless for this just foot path, basically since those are like the memories I will never forget with my friends, and that scenery and that sunset was just perfect. Like I can literally remember to this day. Stark wanted to have that memory engraved in his mind. That shit was just perfect, bro. That was just one half of the episode. Then they finally get to this new town. Frieren is just enjoying her bath. That was the scenery I was talking about. Frieren was enjoying her bath, literally sleeping there all day. Here's Stark and Frieren. They're basically in the house together. He's basically like, you're always ignoring me, blah, blah, blah. He's like, okay, I'll ask you on a date. Like, you want to go on a date tomorrow? And then she just drops her book and says, okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Frieren thought he was in trouble. I just think they really like each other, like both do, and they just don't say it. All went on like Frieren and Stark and Frieren went on like a practice date to see where all Frieren wants to go. Stark was like surprised of all the things she knew about Frieren. She was like, bro, learn anything from her. It was basically one guy in her party who told her everything about her. Funniest part was like later on, calls her a grandma. He's like, that's strike 2. You don't want to see what strike 3 is. She basically has a tantrum, cries all day. But this episode was so good.